Hi guys, this is the third time I've tried to make this video. Things have just kept happening and for whatever reason it just hasn't worked. So I hope that this video actually goes up. So today what I'm going to be talking about is how to introduce your little kitten to your resident cat. This is something that needs to be done very slowly and with a lot of care and kindness for both the new kitten and the pre-existing cat, because for both of them this is going to be quite difficult. It's quite an upheaval for both of them. So simply putting your kitten in the house with the cat and just leaving them to it and being like, they'll fight it out. That is not gonna work. That is not gonna happen. You're just making them both in very uncomfortable positions, and you're gonna be causing a lot of resentment for them. It needs to be done with kindness. So I'm being photobombed by, this is my 3-year-old cat, and she's the one who I introduced to my 5-year-old cat. So I got her when she was a kitten, so she was a kitten and my cat was 2 years old, and my cat had no other interaction with cats at all. She is an indoor cat, so I was worried that it wouldn't work, but it did, because I did a lot of research and I made sure to do it very slowly and to take care that I was being considerate to both of them. What? I can't actually edit because this is on my phone, so this is all going to be in one take. So if I'm being photobombed by you, it's staying in. So I haven't even got on to what you're supposed to do yet. I've just been talking about, so the first step is you want to establish a safe room for the kitten. This is a place where it will spend the next 2 weeks to a month of its time, not solely in there because you're going to be working to introduce them together, but most of the time the kitten is going to be in there. That is basically like its bedroom, like its safe space, and your cat will have the rest of the house like it normally would, but it just won't be able to go in this room. So once you've set up this safe room, it needs to have the litter tray, bed, food, drink and toys. Make sure you have a lot of toys for the kitten, of course. You will put the kitten in there and you will get to know it, but do not forget or abandon your resident cat, because that is another reason why things don't work between the cat and the kitten, because the cat just sees the kitten as being something that's taking all of the attention away from him or herself, and that of course is not nice for the cat. So you really want to focus on making sure the cat is showered in attention. So really it's thinking, oh, this is quite good, I'm getting a lot more attention than I normally would, since this thing has come along. So that's something you want to really make sure of, that they both get a lot of attention. So the next thing you want to do is scent swapping. You can look this up online. It's a really common thing that you should do, and it's basically where you have something that has the kitten scent on it and you have something that has the cat scent on it, and you swap them and you put the scent somewhere where each other is going to smell the other one, and it basically gets them used to each other. I would, without even meeting each other, so I would put them near where they eat. I would put the smell, so I actually would wipe them down with a towel, not a wet towel or anything, just a dry towel, and it would have their scent on it, and I would put it near their food bowls. And it feels like you're doing nothing, it feels like it's not going to work, but it does work, and it all contributes to helping getting them to know each other, because a lot of the cats' lives are lived through what they smell, so it's a lot different to us. Their smell is amazing, so you have to take that into consideration. So the next thing I really want to stress that this is important, is getting them to eat on opposite ends of the door. So the door that the kitten's room is, you want the cat to eat there, even if it's not right up against the door, just near the door, and make sure they have feeding time at the same time. This can get them used to just having the presence around each other. So I'm sure that the cat will be hanging around near the door, maybe wanting to go in and see what's going on in there, might even be hissing at the door, and that these are all normal, and you should just accept them, reassure your cat, just leave them to it, not leave them to it, but leave them to act how they need to act, but make sure they know that you love them still and that everything is normal. That's the most important thing, to just keep everything normal. So once you want to gradually make sure the food bowl is closer to the door, and then have the door open a little bit. This is all spread out over a few days, or I would say a week, of just gradually the door getting open a bit, food bowl getting closer, and there will be probably swiping and probably hissing from the adult cat, and this is normal. Don't get spooked by it, because that is normal. So once they can eat together, or even just play together through the door, like I found that my cat and kitten would just paw each other through the door, and it wasn't aggressively. Then I went on to the next step. So I had a big guinea pig run. It was just metal, very high up, and I just put towels on top of it because the top was just open. It's kind of like a dog pen kind of thing if you have one of those. And I put my kitten in there with a bed with it was like that, so it was like one of these. I don't know if you can see. So basically it had a place to hide. She could hide away if she got scared, and I had her litter tray in there as well, and a few toys, and I would just let her kind of be there and just play around with her toys and do whatever. And then I let the cat come in the room. This isn't in the safe room. This was in the living room for me, which wasn't the safe room. The safe room was one of the bedrooms, and I just let the cat come and investigate. So there's a lot of sniffing, a lot of growling, a lot of hissing, a lot of maybe swiping. These are normal, but if you feel like it is too much, then go back to the food at the door. But this is a safe way for them to come into contact without either one of them getting hurt. So you'd want to do this every day for however long it takes till there is no hissing. So with me, what happened, there were no hissing, but the hissing had stopped, but they both were unsure of each other, so I didn't let her out. But my kitten actually climbed out. I think I went out of the room for a minute and she had climbed out, and they were just playing with each other. And this was after probably 2 or 3 weeks of me just very slowly introducing them. Obviously they were unsure of each other, but for the most part they were chasing each other and not aggressively at all. So this is basically what you want to do and what you want to follow to get them to know each other and get them introduced. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, because there's only so much I can talk about in one video. I don't really have enough time to talk a lot about everything. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.